In 1874, in the mist-covered hills of West Virginia, a boy named Thomas Weaver was born, but he was not like other children. By the time he turned 7, people whispered he wasn't from this world at all, and science could never explain him. The mountains kept their secrets well, but some secrets grow too strange, too dark, to remain buried. This is a story of the Appalachian boy whose existence defied reason, terrified his neighbors, and left behind a mystery so chilling it still haunts the valleys to this day. It was the late 19th century. Appalachia was a land apart, a rugged, self-contained world of coal miners, trappers, and farmers. Life was hard, but it was simple. Families worked the land, raised their children, and lived by the rhythms of the seasons. In the town of Harts Hollow, West Virginia, a small settlement tucked deep in the woods, everyone knew everyone, which is why, when the Weavers had their first child, the entire town celebrated. But from the moment he was born, Thomas was different. His eyes, a deep, unnatural gray, seemed to follow people even as an infant. And there was something else. He didn't cry. Not once. Not at birth. Not during sickness. Not even when he was hurt. At first, the Weavers thought their son was simply strong. But as the months passed, strange things began to happen. Animals in the barn grew restless when he was near. Candles flickered without a draft. And sometimes, Thomas would speak words no one recognized. Words from no known language in Appalachia. The neighbors began whispering. Old folks in town claimed the boy was touched by the hills, a local superstition about spirits who walked between worlds. But what they didn't know was that things were only going to get worse. By the age of 7, Thomas Weaver's abilities were impossible to ignore. He could predict storms with unsettling accuracy. He knew when someone in town was about to die, and would sometimes say their name hours before it happened. His parents, terrified but protective, tried to hide his abilities from the community. But in a small mountain town, secrets never stay hidden forever. One autumn evening, during a church gathering, Thomas approached the preacher and whispered something in his ear. Moments later, the preacher's face turned pale, and he abruptly ended the service. That night, the preacher's only daughter fell mysteriously ill. Within days, she was gone. Now, fear turned to hatred. The townsfolk began calling Thomas the Hollow Child. Some claimed he was cursed. Others said he was a devil's son. His family's farm was vandalized. Rocks were thrown through their windows at night. And yet, through it all, Thomas never cried. Then, in January of 1882, something happened that pushed the town over the edge. A brutal winter storm struck Harts Hollow, trapping everyone inside their homes. Food ran low, fires went out, and when the blizzard finally passed, 3 townsfolk were found frozen in their beds. Beside each body was a strange marking, carved into the wood, in the same unknown language Thomas had spoken as a baby. That night, the townsfolk came for him. Thomas was just 8 years old. His mother tried to stop them, but the mob dragged the boy into the snow, demanding answers he couldn't give. Witnesses later claim his last words were not in English, but in that same haunting tongue. And